Hi there, I'm Caroline and welcome to another video on my Close in Nature channel. So this morning I'm in a place called Davies Creek National Park, which is situated about 3/4 of an hour from Cairns in Far North Queensland, Australia. And I just fancied a morning hike to a lookout to have a nice cup of tea, because it doesn't get better than that really, does it, people? So it's a beautiful morning. As you can see, not too sunny, but it's not raining either. It has been raining overnight, but the air feels lovely and fresh. It's 17 degrees, which I know to those of you living in a cold climate is positively tropical, but for me it's the opposite. It's just beautiful. We have a little pocket of opportunity at this time of year where our weather isn't humid and it's lovely and fresh and cool in the morning and late evenings, so got to make the most of it for your hiking. So anyway, let's go and see what we can find on the Turtle Rock circuit. Did I tell you that's the name of the trail I'm doing? And it's an 8-kilometre loop. You can go straight up and down, but why would you do that when it's a circuit, you know? And there's a nice lookout at the top, so hopefully we can see something. It's not too cloudy, not raining yet. Let's go. Meant to have any signal here. What's going on? Notifications coming through on my phone, spoiling the peace and quiet. Feels very nice to just be hiking with a day pack. I've only been doing day hikes since my last multi-day hike, which was the Overland Track, so you might have found my channel through the 2 videos that I made of that hike. But if by some chance you're watching this video and don't know about those videos, go check them out. You'll find them if you found my channel. So yeah, very nice to just be hiking with a day pack only. Actually, I don't even really need a pack because I've got the GoPro, a bottle of water, snake bandage, which is kind of the must hiking in Oz, and a little snack, and the Garmin just in case. Lots of interesting rocks in this area. So this first section is a bit of a steep climb up, a few tree roots and rocks to navigate, but the path is very well defined, and as you can see there's orange markers spaced out on the trees to let you know that you're on the right track. So easy in terms of navigation. Look at that view, beautiful. So this is looking out over the Atherton tablelands in the distance there. Lovely. And in this direction, kind of going that distance would be back towards Cairns. And there's a giant rock. All right, let's keep climbing. Pumping the heart. More epic rocks, if you're into that kind of thing, which I am. I always look at these and imagine if they could tell us a story of what they've seen. all the people who've passed by, not just recently, but thousands of years ago, as there will have been around then. As you can hear, I'm a little bit out of breath, but it's a good feeling. I like it. All right, let's keep going before heart rate drops too much. I've got a bit of a scramble to get up here. So pretty good views from this point, which is not the official lookout, but it's still lovely all the same, especially on a moody day like this. I love seeing the mist or the low cloud rolling over, and the temperature's just perfect. Doing this in the heat, it just saps your energy so much, so it's just so nice to do it and feel fresh. Okay, we're going to keep going to the summit for a cup of tea. Have a quick squeeze out here, eh? This little plant tucked away just growing there. Well, not a bad lookout for a cup of tea, hey? It's nice and windy up here. I love it when it's like this, in these kind of places. Check it out. Rainforest, granite boulders, interesting skies. I'm glad it's not raining. There's a lot of low cloud around, so we might get some in a bit. But right now, a cup of Yorkshire's finest is just marvellous. Hope you can hear me over the wind. I was going to bring the jetboil and make a tea up here, but I couldn't be bothered. So yeah, we just made a flask of tea. And it's bloody marvellous. Can't beat it. Yorkshire tea sat somewhere like here. One day I'll be sponsored by Yorkshire tea, and I'll go on hikes and just drink Yorkshire tea in different places. In fact, that would be my dream job right now, if I had to say. That's what I'd do. Which is what I actually do, but I don't do it as a job. I just do it and make these daft videos. I don't even know why I do it. I enjoy it, that's why I do it. And I've always said, if I stop enjoying it, or it starts to feel conceited or whatever, I'm going to stop. But right now I'm enjoying it. It's good fun. Cheers to that. So that rock, just below my finger, is where this little circuit gets its name from. Turtle Rock, or Turtle Head rock. Sometimes I think it looks like a tail head, I don't know, maybe my brain's weird, but right now it looks more like a camel with its head looking towards me. So that is it. I kind of get what they're saying, and as you can see, it's a very weathered rock, so eventually maybe it's not going to look like a tail head at all, something else, as the weather starts to eat away at the rock there. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you can be bothered whether you think it's symbolic of a turtle head. Alright, we're going down the other side now anyway. Now we've had a little cup of tea. Back around the loop, and it's all fairly easy descent as you go back from this lookout point, so yeah. Oh, so nice, isn't it? See it? There's actually a little bit of moisture on the lens of my GoPro, which I'm not happy about, because it wasn't there when I set off this morning, and I'm just wondering if the temperature change, but I'm hoping it's not going to show up in my video. That's not going to be good, is it? Anyway, we'll find out when I get to edit. That is dedication for you. This section is just delightful as you're coming down from the lookout. Just love looking at all of the ancient grass trees, and the one that I just took the video of with the seed pods. I've totally forgot the name. It's fucking starting, innit? Forgetting shit. Oh. When I remember, I'll put it in. And I just swore, didn't I? Oh well, it's going in. Why can't I remember the name? I'm usually really good with remembering names of things, which is a bit of a worry, isn't it? Because, yes. Are we going to blame it on menopause brain? No, let's not go down that route. But when it comes to me, I'll say the name. I'll put it up on the screen. But anyway, just a beautiful section, this. Lots of bird calls, and every now and again in the distance you can see flocks of birds, white cockatoos. There you go. Hear that? Another. I hope it's picking it up on the camera. It's just so nice to stop and listen. and feel grateful that you get to be in these places. So bloody thankful, and thankful that my body still allows me to get to these places. I'm talking quiet now because it just feels wrong to be loud. Cycad. Cycads and lots of tree ferns in this section. It always bugs me when when you can't remember the name of something or somebody, which is even worse. And yes, just got to let that whole brain filter through the files in there, because there's a lot of files in my brain. And it came to me eventually. Hi, little flower. And little birdies. Just above me, can you see them? Oh, I don't think the GoPro will pick them up. Oh, like a honey eater or something just above my head, flittering in the tree here. Hi. So many little bird noises, it's just beautiful. So you might have noticed in some of the footage, I've got my knee taped and not done very well, might I add. Already one bit of the tape has peeled off when I started climbing. So I've been having some knee pain, and I get a little bit of clicking when I'm extending my legs. So I'm thinking, and so does the physio, that patellofemoral syndrome. So he suggested taping it, and yes, I watched the YouTube videos, but could I retain the information on how to do it once I got here today? No. So I think I did a bit of a crap job with that, but weirdly enough, my knee feels bloody amazing right now. So what's that about? But yeah, we've got to be careful, haven't we, when we enjoy things like this. Any like niggle in the knee or anywhere else, the hips, the back, you know, you get worried. My big fear is that you know, I get to a certain age, maybe I don't have to work so much, but the body is not going to be able to take me to the places and to be able to do the activities that I want to do, which is why I'm always trying to get it in all the time now. But I still hope to be doing that, you know, 10, 20, possibly 30 years time. So yeah, I'm really always wanting to take care of those kind of things, which means I should probably really learn this taping technique a little bit better. It's looking pretty wet out in the distance there now over on the hills. I think we've timed it just right with the weather. It's just that little pocket of dry, fresh, little bit of sunshine, but not that much that you're thinking you wish it would bugger off. So if this is a hike or walk, I should say, that you're interested in, it is easy to get to if you've got a car. So if you're in Cairns, you would need to drive up the Kennedy Highway, the Coranda Range, and follow the signs. There's a turn left after about 45 minutes that takes you down to Davies Creek, which is also a camping area, so you could come and spend a bit of time here and exploring. Really beautiful creek for swimming. No crocodiles, I like to point out as well. Yeah, so it's easy to come down to. In the wet, you would maybe need a four-wheel drive. The track can be pretty rough, it's corrugated, so if you're in a two-wheel drive vehicle, I would maybe avoid it if there's been a lot of heavy rain. Certain parts of the road do cross over creeks, and obviously when you've had heavy rain, you don't want to be trying to go through that in a regular vehicle. sometimes not even in a four-wheel drive, but then you probably won't come out hiking here if the weather was extreme like that. But anyway, once you're here and you pass Lower Davies Creek camp area, you keep driving and you head into Upper Davies Creek camp area. There's a turn off on the left where you can visit some falls of Davies Creek, which is really beautiful. Might include that in the video if we get time. And you get to camp nodes 3 and 4, which is where the trailhead for the hike begins. And there's parking, and there's also a drop toilet, which is handy. And that's where you start, and we're descending now to where the hike finishes at camps, or between camps number 5 and 6. We have to cross over the creek when we get there, which you will see. And you could, if you really wanted to, park there and do the loop in reverse. But this way is better. Yeah, you know, you get the climb over and done with at the beginning, warms your body up, see the views. So I was mentioning that you can camp in the Davies Creek National Park. Something to bear in mind is if you wanted to camp in the Upper Davies Creek area, which in my opinion is the better area to camp in. The bookings have to be made through Queensland Parks and Wildlife, and they do fill up in advance really quickly. There's one site that I've never camped at, and to this day still trying to, you know, coincide it with when I've got time free. And then, yeah, every time I think, right, I'll try and get in at site number 5, it's always booked. So I've camped in a fair few of the others, and yeah, they're lovely. They're all lovely. God, you're in a beautiful forest with a freshwater creek. What's not to like? But yeah, you've got to just kind of plan it in advance. So if you're just visiting here and travelling around, my suggestion would be to go to Lower Davies Creek, where doesn't get booked out as much. And here we have the creek crossing as you approach the end of the loop. Not going to get in and have a dip today. Not feeling like I want any cold water therapy, but on hot days it is absolutely beautiful. Isn't it a beautiful spot? Nearly. That wouldn't be good, would it? Doing a stack while making a video. Or would it? The mean ones of mon you're watching would love it, wouldn't you? If I fell over with this. Stop here and just enjoy this beautiful creek. Cheers, Davies Creek and Turtle Rock Circuit. Very nice. So yeah, this is campsite number 5. Never free when I try to book, but you can see why everyone likes this one probably the best, because it's nice and shallow, sandy. Even if the creek's in flood, you've got a sandy bottom, easy to get in, and heaps of room. So once you've passed over the creek, we've got a couple of campsites here, number 5 and 6, and the drop toilet. Plenty of areas to park if you're not camping here. And then it's just a short walk along the road back to where we started. Lots of nice swimming holes at this spot of Davies Creek. So the road just crosses a little bridge here, and just to our left is where we started from. So that took about 10 minutes maybe, walking from where you finish at campsite 5 and 6 and walking back along the road. So not too far for road walking, which is good. So looking at the stats there, according to my smartwatch, 8.07 Ks, and we were moving for 3 hours and 17 minutes. If you've got a morning or an afternoon free, highly recommend you come and check out Turtle Head circuit. I always was Turtle Rock. I don't know what the official name is, but anyway, it's a lovely little trail, and when it's hot, have a little swim at the end, which is always a bonus, isn't it? Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, and please consider subscribing to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, people.